colors, I like them that way. Don't mix the colors, just let them stay. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hey YouTube, Zane Frank here. This week's episode of Hobby Talk, I wanted to talk about a subject that's been coming up. I've been getting emails on it and been seeing advertisements for it, and that is the subject of vaulting cards. What in the world is vaulting cards? So there are companies out there, I think PWCC, they will vault your cards. eBay has been advertising like crazy that they will vault cards. Also, PSA just started a vaulting service as well. So, what in the world does that mean to vault cards? Well, it basically is I could send, like, for instance, this Aaron Judge to PSA or eBay or any of these other companies, and they will store it in a vault. And when I'll use eBay as an example. If I sold it on eBay, they could just transfer ownership of the card from me to the other person, and the card wouldn't get shipped. It would just the buyer would buy the card from me, and then the funds would go to me, and the ownership of the card would transfer to the new person. So, and the same thing with PSA. I guess PSA now with golden auctions, I guess that's how you would do it with them. So, and PWCC, they also have auctions. So this is the next thing, I guess, in sports cards, is vaulting your cards and then using those companies to sell your cards, where you're not having to ship them, you don't have to insure them, they're there in this vault. So there are some interesting aspects of it that could make things convenient. Also, a thing that would be pretty cool, I think, is like, say you wanted, this could open up more of people buying shares of cards. Now they probably wouldn't bother with something lower end. I mean, that's a decent card, but like if you wanted a Michael Jordan rookie card, PSA 10, you could buy 30% share in one, and then others people would have various shares in the card, and then when that high-end card sells, then that money gets divvied up by how many shares you have of the card. You know, there's things like that that could happen when cards are vaulted like that. But is it for everyone? Now, one thing that I think is more for a person that grades cards to flip, where I don't really do that. I kind of grade stuff for my own collection, and I'm a type of person, I like having this card in my possession where I can go, pick it up and look at it, enjoy it, enjoy the grade, all that sort of thing. I find it fun to grade the cards, get them back here, and reveal the grades, and just enjoy the cards that way. And if I want to sell one, I just sell it myself and deal with the shipping and things. I just thought of something though. This might be really good for selling things internationally. However, because right now it's a real pain in the butt to sell things, physical things, to people in other countries, because it's a very shaky shipping system when it goes from the United States to other countries. It gets very expensive. Very dangerous, very risky, and if you did vaulting, and if that was a thing, you could definitely open up more markets to where it's safe to sell to other countries. And I do see that could be a nice benefit. I was just thinking about that. But you don't have the card in your possession. And one thing I did notice, PSA is definitely going all in on this. I just did a submission. You'll see it upcoming videos at the $18 special for the National. And there was actually, before I submitted the cards, there was a thing that I could select if I wanted to grade the cards and have them put in the vault or have them shipped to me. And you don't have to, of course, pay the insurance and things like that and the shipping if you're just sending your cards to them and they grade them and instantly vault them. You do have to pay the regular fees of them grading the cards, but you could send a bunch of raw cards into them, tell them to grade them, and vault them instantly, and then they're in your vault account or whatever, and you can sell them that way through Golden. Or I guess if you wanted to sell through eBay, you could still vault them, but then you'd have to have them sent back to you, and then you send the card to the customer. So that's one bad thing about vaulting is you may limit yourself on the different auction places that you could sell your card. It might take a while to get your card to put it in a different auction or a different vault. There could be problems there, but I think there are some positive things about it. Now, one thing that really scares me is that there was, I don't remember who it was, but there was a vaulting company that started charging storage fees, and that's very scary, because what if you have a bunch of cards there and then all of a sudden they're like, due to rising costs in maintaining and storing your cards in our facility, we are now going to charge $3 per month for each card that you have in the vault. That scares the crap out of me, that a company could just all of a sudden switch gears on you that way. And then let's say you have 1,000 cards in the vault, now you owe them $3,000 a month vault storage fees. I'm just using that as an extreme example, but it could happen. I mean, we all know things change, and companies are very quick to say, when they're wanting to get things going, make it seem like this is going to be such a great thing. There's no storage fees. There's no transaction fees. If you want to change a card from one owner to another, there's no transaction fees, blah, 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 to get people to send the cards there. And then once they have all these amazing cards in their vaults, now our costs are going up and we're going to have to charge storage fees, transaction fees, all sorts of fees they could start charging you. And I don't want my cards being held hostage that way. They could raise their shipping fees. If you want your card back, they could say, now it costs $10 to ship each card back to you, and by the way, you have to fully insure the cards to get them back to you, which could get very expensive too. Who knows how much postal services could be charging for insurance 5 years from now. It could be a big problem. And if you have your cards in your possession, you don't have to deal with that. You don't have to deal with any type of storage fees. I mean, I suppose, I definitely, if I feel insecure about some of my cards, I could always just go, I live close to a bank, I could just rent out a safe deposit box and keep cards in there, if that's my choosing. And I might do that someday. Right now I'm not, but, I don't have like super high-end cards anywhere. So, I don't feel vulnerable, I'd say. But, if your cards are in a vaulted service, you definitely don't have to worry about someone breaking into your apartment or whatever and stealing your card collection. You don't have to worry about those types of things. So there are benefits to vaulting. I see them, but I can also see, down the road there could be some issues. It's very interesting. And plus, how can they say that these vaulting service facilities are just so secure? Thieves can break into anywhere and steal stuff. They could have a security letdown. There could be an inside job. There's things that scare me about the about the vaulting situation. Oh, this was another thing. You're like, well, how can I ever enjoy the card I have? Well, the vaulting services do give you scans of the card, so you can go to your account and you'll be able to see your card and stuff. But you're not actually looking at your physical card all the time. It's not like you have a camera set on it to view it, make sure it's safe. You're looking at a scan, so they could scan it and do whatever to your card. I don't think that would ever happen, but it's possible. Some inside person into the company, into the vault, might be like, I think I want that card, and take it home. No one will ever know, and that's when disaster will strike. So that's definitely conspiracy theory and paranoia thoughts. But I'm the type of person that would be a little bit nervous about things like that. I watch too many movies, I think. Anyway, this is the important thing, guys. What do you think? Like, do you think you should vault cards? I mean, it's not just sports cards. You can vault Pokemon cards, Mezu, whatever kind of cards you collect, Marvel. They're accepting any and all types of cards into vaulting services nowadays. And, if you are thinking that's a great idea, which company do you think you would use? I just don't think it's for me personally, because I like seeing my cards, enjoying my cards. I like having them near me. But I'm not saying that I would never do it. Who knows? I might see benefits, especially, being able to open your cards up to a worldwide market. And plus just cards I just am grading to flip anyway. Why not? I might try a few just to see how the system works and see if I like it. So, what do you guys think? Put down in the comments. Thank you for watching, guys. I know it's a kind of shorter episode, but some of you probably enjoy that. All right. Stay tuned for more videos later.